the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose? Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nikes and Kais, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel, be cool when you see me.
We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They go with Howard to begin the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now Bray. He finds his man complete. That's Underwood. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Inside, it's Jackson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Bray. And he's got it. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Jackson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Lance now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Okay, ready?
And Lance now to throw.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
And Lance going to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Saints had 8-3 now, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Red cycle.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's go.
This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 flat.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time. Don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On 1st and 10, Bray.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Eagles 21, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Hey, move.
To throw again on second down. Lance. He's going to try and go deep again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Locked incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to let it go again.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
A final shot before break. Bray, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. On that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The slot man in motion right. Second and 5 now. Lance. This is taken in by McBride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's good for a Saints.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
to the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
This is Howard on second down. And he loses the football a second time. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Looking to throw. Bray. He finds his man. Complete. It's Collier. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
At the 32-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Saints 7.
So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Bray got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On the give, running right is Howard.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They go with Howard again. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Bray. And this is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 4th down, Bray. He finds his man, complete. That's Collier. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Shot 17. Slide 2.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Steps away to his left. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake. Lance. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. He's got room past the 30. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Philadelphia. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Lance now at first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
By John Franklin Myers. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Trying the right side with Howard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And my goodness, another interception. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off on your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and once.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cyrus block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact,